and welcome to an episode of Rantz. As we experienced a little mini heat wave, and everyone's melting down because we haven't signed a player yet, Chris and I decided to have a little discussion on who we'd sign. So maximum of 4 players for 40 million with a net budget, and we'll go from there. How you doing, Chris?
Hi there, and hi everyone. Yeah, not too bad. I just come in from a nice long walk along the seafront. Good. It was lovely and warm this morning. Catching 30 degrees. It's going to be about 40 later on. So hopefully it's all good, and hopefully everyone's staying safe as well. That's the main important thing. Social distancing, and I know the beach is going to be the hotspot right now. So social distance, wear your mask and everything like that, and keep safe. And yeah, this is going to be like an interesting discussion. 4 players with 40 million. I haven't seen sums like that since the 1990s. You know, you can.
Well, you're the net. It's more like a net because basically I heard a really shitty podcast which I told Chris about. I'm not going to impugn them. No, I'm definitely not. I am not going to impugn. I'm definitely not going to impugn. I'm not. I don't know why. I'm not going to impugn. Sunday vibes. Sunday vibes extra time. I'm not going to impugn them at all. I'm not going to say they're a bunch of shit. I'm not going to, extra time called, football daily. I'm not going to see them at all. I'm not going to say, oh my God, I was thinking, oh my look. Because I'm not going to say, by the way, I was joking with my mate, he's going to get his voodoo dolls out and stick pins in them. Because they're insulting Jose Mourinho. Or saying they're chatting full of shit. I said, no, they can buy their big Spurs. We could buy a player for £40 million, as one does. Yeah.
Well, as long as you're not going to mention them, that's fine.
I'm not mentioning them. I'm clearly not mentioning them. But no, these are my 4 players, and Chris can either agree or disagree. So, and this is obviously depending on who comes in and out. But I will say, defensive midfielder, I think you agree with that. Backup striker. And this one gets a bit more tricky, depending on who obviously stays and who goes. But I would say 1 right back, 1 left back. And yes, just keep it keep it simple for the moment.
Okay. Well, so the central midfielder, that's already been done, isn't it? So we should be getting him soon, or it should be confirmed soon. So, I guess you're happy with that one?
Yeah, I like it. I'll be honest. I don't remember watching Hotspur because I think because you went to the FA Cup game, right? Because FA Southampton is what an hour down the road from you on the coast.
Yeah.
So it was. And in terms of obviously, I don't remember much about that game because it was obviously it seemed like a lifetime ago now. Obviously, with Corona and everything else. But when you were watching them, did you think, oh my God, this player stands out? Do you remember him at all standing out?
Not. I don't think he was actually playing in his rightful position then. But he's basically central midfield. But I think in that game it was kind of like more defensive than the central midfield, so it was kind of like hard to kind of gauge. And plus, I wasn't really paying that much attention to him at the time. But the fact that I guess we didn't have many clear-cut attempts on goal probably is down to their defensive outlook as well. So maybe he didn't have a hand in it. It was 1-1 that day. And
I remember I was away. And that's why I remember watching on New Year's Day, and obviously everyone's a little bit worse for wear on New Year's Day. Yeah, Harry Kane ended up being very bad worse for wear on New Year's Day. But no, like I said, I don't remember him. Obviously, other channels will bullshit, and so they were. I'm not going to mention them. We are on TV. I'm not going to mention them at all. I'm not mentioning them. I'm not mentioning them at all. But, so like I said, I don't remember watching them. I don't remember thinking, oh my God, I know his numbers are very good. He wins a lot of assists. He wins a lot of tackles and recoveries. And I think he can pass. He's an underrated passer. I think that's something, from what I understand, he's actually quite decent player, quite technical. Because someone that went to Bayern Munich and was coached by Pep Guardiola. I think he might have seen it as well, actually, as a kid. Obviously,
I think he was signed by Heynckes, wasn't he? Your Heynckes?
Maybe, but I think Heynckes had left, I think, and then Guardiola came in. Obviously, he didn't do that much under Guardiola anyway, and but I think, he obviously can do it. So he's obviously covered. I think we signed him, apparently it's either £3 million or £30 million. depending on how much the initial fee is and the add-ons, everything else, plus how much we get for Kyle Walker-Peters. Because that's the reason I said, well, if we're not going to be signing a right back, obviously Sergio he may or may not go, Kyle Walker-Peters may or may not go, and that'll be change things. But I haven't really thought. I mean, the only thing I could think of was Max Aarons, because my mate Benny, he's a big fan of him. But I mean, personally, I prefer Jamal Lewis, but because I think left back is more of a concern, really. I think we have a lot of players that we can play it at right back, kind of get away with it.
We kind of have. We also have a young player coming through then, don't we? A left back, Dennis Kirkin, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Yeah,
I mean, the reason I'm a bit aware of him, he's only in 1920. He's not played for the first team yet. I think we've kind of like pigeonholed like Tanganga there. We put Sanchez there, that didn't work. We put Foyce there, that didn't really work that much. Tanganga was the best of the pigeonhole kind of thing. So, but I think in terms of the left back, if Ben Davies is out, we're up shit creek really. So that's the reason why I thought left back is more my priority. I think there's a player at PSG called Bernat, who is got 1 year left in his contract. I think that's what you'll be looking at. It's like this is not going to. This obviously will relate to our international followers, but you know that bargain, that base bargain bin used to have at Woolies. Remember that?
Yeah, I used to work at Woolies. Yeah, I remember the bargain bin very well.
So I think it's one of those things that we're going to have to look into that and just kind of see what you can find, because I think it's one of those things like. I don't know if people have. I think do you ever savers in Pompey?
Yes, we do.
So it's one of those things. I mean, I'll go into savers and honestly, I'll find stuff that I know is really good value. I won't buy anywhere else because I know savers does it really good. And I think that's the thing. I think if you look at Robertson, he's someone that's really good value. He didn't look fantastic. He didn't think, oh my god, he was a decent player for Hull, him and Maguire. They'll clear the best two players for Hull, but you're going to think, oh my god, we're making a tremendous signing here, kind of thing, going forward. I think that's one of the things that right now we aren't shopping in Waitrose no more. We are shopping in savers, and I think there are bargains because I think if you can find what it is we're looking for that does what you need.
Yeah.
You're.
I suppose on the plus side, on plus side, I think a lot of clubs will be doing that apart from when we do the too many cheats in the league. They'll just buy anyone they can. And they have
like Chris said, the alleged money cheats. The alleged money cheats.
Oh yeah, my fault.
Man City were or weren't cleared. I have no idea, and we'll never know. And obviously, weird photos and brown envelopes never change hands at all.
No, we have no proof of that, but obviously it did. But yeah, I mean,
allegedly, obviously, yes.
Of course, yeah, allegedly. Yes, allegedly. Anyway, allegedly. It's, I'm speaking of bargains players. I mean, have you heard the rumours about Zeki Chenik, right?
See, I don't know in this place. I mean, I'm not. Here's the thing. I watch Spurs and I might watch. Obviously, I'll be watching a bit of Champions League tonight. But I'm not one of those people that thinks, oh my god, I know all these players. Oh my god, I'm such a. I don't have a. I'm sure I just have a ton of interest. I mean, I watch other leagues. I will watch a bit of like Spanish league, or not when they have it on Sky, or I watch a bit of Italian league. But I'm not going to be one of the people that thinks, oh my god, how good is this player? I'm not. A lot of people watch a lot of FIFA and think, oh, this player's going to be fantastic. And,
you're taking out literally 85% of all ITKs on Twitter, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know. It's terrible, isn't it? I do feel very, very. It's shocking, really, what I've done, mate.
No, it's all good because we're starting to know what's truth and what's not. I mean, Jamal Lewis, you mentioned. I do like the look of him, and obviously it will be like
he's going to Liverpool. I think if I'm Liverpool, I think if I'm Liverpool, they can probably pick up both Lewis and Aaron for say 25-30 million. Yeah, they both obviously know each other, so that makes it help easy to settle. They're familiar faces. Yeah, they're not. There's no pressure on them to really. They'll push the likes of say Robertson and Alexander-Arnold without actually and they are good to have. They're homegrown. I think that is a no-brainer. And I think Liverpool will get 25 million out, and that would be really good value for them. Unfortunately, we haven't done that, but it is what it is. Liverpool have, they need people that are back up. They need people that can develop and maybe push Robertson and Crisandro on and on. Come in if they need to, but run a game, but without having that pressure to really, play at a really high level. And that's why I just don't see us signing Aarons or Lewis just surely because Liverpool are going to sign them. And I hope this is that bullshit podcast, which I'm not going to mention extra time, Football Daily. Just like Zinchenko, I'm like, Man City don't even like Zinchenko as it is. Why the hell would we want to sign him? I mean, it was just or John Stones. I wasn't going to sign John Stones back in 2016. But I thought, well, he's young, he's English. We're going to need a centre half in a few years' time. And obviously, Spurs read my mind. So a year later, we ended up signing both COYS and Sanchez. So clearly, they recognise that need to buy a central defender. But I just can't see us looking to sign, John Stones. They're going to want at least 40 million for him, and I just don't see. I'm not saying we don't need a centre half, but we have Tanganga, Zaya, COYS, Sanchez, Alderweireld. We have 6.
Yeah. Well, and Cameron Carter-Vickers. I mean, his situation needs to be sorted out soon. I mean, he's 23 and he's been hawked all over the league and all over Europe. At that time, I think he's either makes his mark at Spurs or he doesn't.
Well, I think that. Here's the thing. I mean, obviously we've signed. I think who is it? Well, obviously he was at Fulham. I was watching him actually. I was watching Fulham Brentford game. First of all, and everyone saw that. I'm also on there. He looks like an absolute unit. He actually looked like a proper man amongst boys. He looked he's like big frame. I thought, wow, he's obviously put some good time in the gym. But I looked at it and I thought, well, at the end of the day, when I looked at Brentford, I thought, well, I'm not doing bad. They're making Onoma look really good.
Yeah.
And because I saw Onoma against Swansea, and I'm not saying he wasn't brilliant. I don't think he was ace. Wasn't brilliant. I think he had a decent moment, decent cameo, and I thought, but he wasn't the kind of player that you for sure. It's hard really because Dembele is such a hard act to follow. Dembele was the kind of player that you could give him the ball and he could hold possession. You could give him the ball. He's just the ideal that player. You just couldn't get the ball off him. He didn't do much with the ball, but you give him the ball and you just couldn't get the ball off him. He controlled possession that well. Yeah. But I just think when I looked at Josh Onoma, I think, yes, we are developing players, for bottom Premier League, top of Championship. And I think, we produced quite a few really, and I think Luke Amos will do well at QPR. It's a shame that he never got given his chance. He had the injury. I think that's unfortunate for him, but it's just shit that happens. It's like Andros. I remember Andros when he was a kid. Against Enfield Town. I don't know if you remember. Were you at that game?
I don't think I was, no.
So I met him, and I remember I met him, I met Massimo Luongo, Christian Celebos, I think I met John Bostock, Ryan Fredericks, and I remember both Bostock and Parrott went home in their own cars. The others went actually back in the bus because that's what they could afford. They were on really tiny wages, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
and I just remember thinking and I remember seeing him 2 years later, and obviously Andrew Townsend is a good, decent player, decent Premier League player. But would you say we're missing him?
Well, his quite running that. Well, I guess we haven't really. No.
So we produced a Premier League player, which is an easy thing. Which isn't easy to do, but he's not good enough for what we need. Well, we made a bit of money out of him. Obviously, got some. We sold him to Newcastle, and obviously maybe had some back end money when he went to Palace. But and I feel sorry for because that's the thing. When I looked at the defensive field, I feel Højbjerg's young enough to come in and kind of teach Skip's position kind of thing. Yeah, Skip is in that position where I think Lewis and Aarons are. They're not going to basically, push Højbjerg. They're not going to push the players in front of them, but there's someone you can come in and basically play 10 games a season. And I think someone like I think if Skip does go, when Fulham came up, all I think of, yes, we can get a whole bunch of our players to come up, you know what I mean? That's my first thought.
Get them farmed out a bit.
Yeah, and I think, and I honestly do think, and I know it's definitely linked to going to put that down back to Fulham. I think that would be that wouldn't be the bad idea. I don't know exactly.
Well, he's also linked with there was also linked with Ajax, isn't he? So, what would you prefer? Would you prefer?
Oh, God, I'd rather just I want to get him played. I want him to get minutes, but I want him to get minutes in the Premier League. I think.
Yeah. At the same time, the way Ajax produce wonder kids, you know they'll look after him just at his age.
We talk about Ajax and wonder kids, but De Jong and De Ligt, okay, obviously two wonder kids in Ajax. Who was the last set of wonder kids they produced before that? Ericsson? Ericsson
before that.
Ericsson, Alderweireld, and I'm saying it was about 6-7 years though, wasn't it? Oh, right, wasn't it?
I just thought, well, that's a lot. A few of the players would have gone elsewhere in Europe, wouldn't they? As opposed to coming to Premiership.
Yeah, no, they've gone elsewhere. They've done all right, but Ericsson, Alderweireld, and De Jong are the ones that we stand out from that crop, 2010, 2011 kind of thing.
And Mido.
And Mido, obviously, I think was many years before that. Obviously, Mido and Ibra and Van der Vaart. But I'm just saying, it takes a while. I mean, there's So I'm not saying I don't want it to progress, but I just personally, I don't know.
Because I'm just more worried about assessing the going to Fulham and not getting any minutes whatsoever. You probably will be on the bench a few times, but then, you know. And
I think obviously, because you looked at, obviously Parrott, when he went to Millwall, I mean, the amount of minutes and coverage he got, I mean, like, literally, but honestly, Millwall, like, I think, like, mate, you ain't signed him on loan. You ain't got him on a balance, do you know what I mean?
Well, the way Millwall is that a missing link, isn't he, to win the championship? That's what they're thinking.
It's like they're gonna get promoted. I'm like, he's a decent, yes, he's done well in Europa League, and yes, he has played for Ireland at international level. And I do think there is a player there. But I don't.
But he's still 17.
Well, he's 19, 20 or something. So he's not.
Oh, is he? 19.
He's 18, 19. So he's not like a kid. Like, he's not like, say, Michael Owen, like 18-year-old, like, oh my God, this kid. He's been, doing numbers like no one's business. He lives with youth team or something. But he is, he's a decent player. He's a decent kid. But it's him. For me, if he gets 10, 12 games a season. I think he's done a good job because he's gone from playing, no football, playing Europa League and a couple of games here and there. Not even Europa League.
No, the League Cup. Yeah, the League Cup.
So there's a lot of pressure on him. So hopefully he can just get a run of games and just getting your head down. Really, I think. But. And I think obviously Skip's someone, so, he's been linked with Fulham quite heavily, actually. And I don't know, it's interesting, because I think it's just the case of who we move out, who comes in. Because I always looked at striker, and I thought, well, yes, we can look at Callum Wilson, I think, but Callum Wilson is 27. I see him going to Arsenal, I really do. I'd love to sign him for 10 million, I think that's an absolute bargain, but I just can't see a world in which he wants to become such a bit of Harry Kane, whereas I can see him going to Arsenal, 10 million.
Well, Kane it is nailed on that Kane will miss at least a third of the season through injury, so it will be a pretty good time for Wilson to join, wouldn't it?
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm not saying he won't, like I say, get games, but I just think I mean, people say I'm being a bit shit, and we last year we lose before trade dating. I said, well, no, but you want a stopgap. You want someone that can come in, play 10, 12 games a season, and you need that. And that's just my thing. I think he's someone that he's got that ability. I think that we use a C. We're not going to use it. We're a family show. We're not going to use a C word that Mourinho used, obviously. He is that kind of person. He will. I think if you've got someone like Sanchez and say COYS, and you're training with him pre-season, you are going to really back up your ideas. I mean, he won't take that business. I'll be surprised if there aren't any spikes. Do you know what I mean? Pre-season. He'll be looking to batter a few people.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of battering, what do you think of the rumours about Troy Deeney?
Like I said, I think Troy Deeney would be an ideal person to come in. We'll play the same 12 game season. There's no way Watford's going to afford. I think Watford are going to go back to the drawing board kind of thing. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to reevaluate what we're going to do. It's a bit unfortunate, obviously, for Watford, but it is what it is. He's obviously got their high earners. They're going to look to shift on their books. And I think it works for all parties. I think that's the kind of deal that you're looking for, really. Obviously, I know he's from Hell's Own, isn't he? Isn't he Troy Deeney? He's from Birmingham.
He is, Birmingham lad.
So he's one of those players. He's from Hell's Own. He can obviously, Watford obviously isn't too far from Tottenham, obviously, 25 miles, I think, so he's not going to move from that far.
Yeah. He's still living in Birmingham. I imagine that he lives in London now.
I'm saying that he lives in Arthurshire. I'm saying, it works out well for him. Doesn't have to move his kids or anything like that. I think he's got his fucking infant or a toddler, a 6-month-old. That was his big thing. I'm like, why am I going to play if I can't? I can't get my hair cut, but I can, so I can just kids. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm up for that. I quite understand. Why would he risk his kid when he can? He can can't get a haircut, but he can risk his child's health. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's just a case of we need people that are willing to play bench. I think he's someone that can play the bench. I mean, there's no way. Obviously, we saw Dybala. I don't know if you watched him last night. That was hilarious, by the way.
Oh, I missed it. No, missed it.
It was amazing. Honestly, I was watching like Ronaldo, and it was just like, he's such a brilliant player. He's 35, but what I like about that is that it's how good he is, and the temptation not to want to give him the ball. Say, look, can you fix it for us? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like Bob the Builder. Do you know what I mean? He really is. I don't think he knows who Bob the Builder actually is, but he's got
like 10 years in Manchester, so he might do.
He might do, but I'm just saying that he's the kind of person that you think, well, you brought a reliance on him because, and the funny thing, apparently they looked to sack Sarri, apparently. Sarri's getting sacked.
Well, really?
Yeah. So, because the thing about Juventus, they haven't won the Champions League for 25 years.
I suppose that's what they brought Ronaldo in for, wasn't it? So
they brought Ronaldo into that, they brought in Sarri, and even though he's won the league title, it's like that guy, the other guy when he beat us, was it 7-2 or something? Kovac.
Yeah.
He won the double with, and they still had to fight him because they won to win the Champions League. You've got teams that are big enough to say, you know what, we want to win the Champions League. That's our goal. So winning the league, winning the double ain't good enough for us.
Well, it's kind of their fault really. The Italian league is just not strong enough, is it? I mean, Juventus winning it for 9 years in a row. There is no challenge at home, so when they face the team abroad,
I think occasionally Napoli provide a challenge, and Inter provided something of a challenge.
Sort of, and they fell away. Napoli finished 4th or 5th, didn't they?
Yeah. So I don't think they're in the Champions League group spots actually this year, are they? Even Napoli.
No, I don't think so. No, they completely fell away. So there's no real challenge for Juventus. So they can keep attacking the managers, but there is no challenge at home. But they buy off all the best players, so there is no challenge at home.
That's the thing. I'm not being bad. They can sign Aaron Ramsey for. Because actually, that's my mate of mine who was a Juve fan. I thought, do you know what? I'm not being bad enough then. So people ask him, so Senko? And he's like, and so I'll say this in Italian. It's not on culo. Whenever I ask about Rodrigo. Rodrigo Bentancur. Essentially, he's such a good player. And I was watching him in the World Cup, and I thought, wow, this is fantastic. I didn't know who he was. He was playing for Uruguay at the time. I thought, this kid's fantastic. And I looked him up, and I thought, oh shit, he's a Juventus. Yeah, I'll sign him ever.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with trying to sign him for us. And I'm like, he's ever coming, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
But it's just, you look at that, and you think, well, it's, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to sign someone even remotely decent, but that's what I'm saying. Look, I think we've got loads of players. We've got I don't think we're sitting on Ndombele, so I don't think we're on Daddy either. So
good.
That's what I'm going with Deeney. I think he's someone who's a decent backup. You're probably getting for what, 10 million? Plus that.
About that, yeah.
I think Danny Rose is gone. I think we can sell Danny Rose for 10 million. I think he's 10
Well, he wants to say that, doesn't he?
Well, you're funny though. He wants to say that, yeah, but I don't know.
You're not keen on it.
I don't know. I just think he's lost a bit of pace. He's lost. Newcastle don't want to sign you. I mean, I think it's really good. Like, Newcastle, they were going to sign everyone because obviously they were, about to,
Oh, they would have been a take them over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so therefore they were linked up with everyone. And that clearly didn't happen, so.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, it's a shame for them, but I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, if Rose stays, that means that left back is probably sorted because Davies is going to be number one, Rose will be number two, with Sirkin behind him and pushing. So that will probably only leave. I suppose that depends. If Rose was leaving, then I can consider it. But unless I keep staying, so I'll probably only leave right back, which is the issue. But when I have one recognised right back,
I think they're going to look at that. I don't think they're going to look passionate on that something. But obviously, Rose is not homegrown, he's obviously home trained as well.
Not too sure. I don't know, just something about it. I mean, if it was still kind of like, if he's going to keep to the quotes he gave last time when he said he wanted to move, there was no decent chippies in London, so he's happy to be back north. And if he kept with that, then maybe I'd say, yes, that's fine, you've got to go, then go. I'll consider you out of the team. But now he's making noises about wanting to see out his last year at Spurs.
I want to play.
Yes, that's true. So he got the last year. So we all sell in that case.
I think because obviously Mourinho wanted him back for his injury. Obviously, he was a Man United.
Yeah.
I think he's got the injury. He's obviously let him go because even though we had no left back, he still managed to let him go.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the reason why I just don't see us actually keeping Danny Rose. I'm really obviously grateful for that goal we scored against the Arsenal. He had some really good performances and all that kind of stuff, but me personally, I just don't.
Yeah, that's right. So in which case, I don't think we will actually get a left back. I think Davies will be the number one, and probably Sirkin will be pushing up to number two. I don't think we'll actually spend money on that position.
Well, I don't know. For me, I just don't think Sirkin it's a real.
No, more than likely isn't, because he's just been playing youth football and England youth, he's just England youth and stuff, isn't he? Or something like that. So he has he hasn't got the first team experience as yet, but the way that Mourinho talks him up highly, you never know, he might actually get quite a few minutes in.
I think Rose is gone. I think Rose is definitely gone. Just how we handle him going, I think.
I think Davis is going to be number one, isn't he? Yeah, he'll be number one.
He fits the Mourinho model we watch on his fullback.
Yeah, defensive fullback as opposed to a marauding one. Yeah. So that'll probably work out well. And then there probably is a new right back, which I think, by the sounds of it, bless you. By the sounds of it, Aurier is wanted by AC Milan, so that will leave us with 0 right back. So
because if that's not if Aurier does go, then we're gonna have no right back.
Yeah,
so I think it makes it interesting.
The only thing that we've been linked heavily with in that position is Kelly. I forgot where he plays now. Who he plays for, I should say. And also, what's his name? He is, I think he's from Napoli. Right back there. Those are the two, I can't remember his name now. How unprofessional. But,
I have no idea.
Yeah, but Chalik is the one that we are linked with strongly. I think it's only available on a...
We're not going to be dazzled, are we? We're not going to be dazzled, am I saying that? Because I've got people saying, Coutinho, and I'm like, well...
Coutinho, we're not going to get Coutinho.
Here's the thing, right? We have a hole in the roof. Right, and do you know what? It's fine right now because it's just heat wave, but eventually it's going to rain. Now, you might be able to turn that, into a skylight and put a pool in or something. But you know what? When you have a hole in the roof, you fix the roof. You don't end up buying a plastic on TV. Do you know what I mean? Behind it, sometimes endless.
Oh, we've got a more practical manager now, so that won't happen. I'm with you there. I don't think Coutinho will be the answer to what we need, really.
It says a lot that he thinks of us rather than buying that one. And I don't see him going back.
He's just really consistent, isn't he? I mean, he has one great game. He can score a spectacular 45-yard goal, play 4 assists, and have 4 assists, and then next 4 games does nothing apart from a couple of tricks on the ball and then tackles to the seat, gives the ball away, and the opposition scores. So it's hard to say what Coutinho you'll get, and he's at the top of his game. So inconsistency should not be.
He doesn't go to what should I call it? Dortmund. If they end up selling Sancho, and then come to us on loan. Come to us for another line, because for me personally, I just don't look at that loan thing and I want to sign them. I don't know.
Yeah, he might do it. Well, I don't know. Would he want to stay in Germany? That'll be the thing. But he's not really wanted anyway, and that's quite a shame for a player of his talent.
Just talent, but
that's like inconsistent talent. That's the thing. But
the thing is, I mean, look, I'm not sure if they're a movie fan. There's no point getting a home cinema system. I wouldn't mind one, but I'm not thinking I'm not going to need to buy one right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's not what's required right now. If we have enough money at the end, then maybe.
I think that's what it boils down to. Yeah, I mean, I know they talk about moving on Ndombele or Dele Alli, but they're not fitting them. But again, what do you know? I mean, I think Dele Alli's not had a good year, but he's still got 10 goals this year.
Yeah.
Someone that's not in good form, that's I do think it takes a bit of time.
I think that's just him levelling out. I mean, his first season he was banging in the goals and the assists and stuff. That's probably where the benchmark was set. So I think he probably set himself to look up to high.
I think sometimes players have bad years. I think it's just they don't have the most incredible years you're looking for, really. And, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you're off form, you've got to play yourself back into form.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I mean, that's what I've gone with. For me, I've gone with DM. I think we know who we're getting. I think it's all about who the outs are. I think Fulham coming up has been a really good thing for us, because obviously Sky Park will know quite a lot of our kids, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think Skippy's going to be one of the players that does go. Because I look at them, because they're going to. I don't think they're going to do. I think it's weird though, because obviously people think I think people that Norwich didn't want to do a Fulham. That's what they called no one basically, kind of thing. Yeah. And Fulham don't want to do a Norwich either, but they don't want to do a Fulham of say 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's about doing the right loan deals. Where do you have holes? Fulham it's like Mitrovic. I know he scored 26 goals this season, and he's a player that's never really.
Done in the Premier League.
15 goals in the Premier League. I think I can't remember how many goals he got in the Premier League, but he does get himself booked quite a lot, from memory serves as well. And he's kind of like that. Basically, especially when you're coming back up, it's about can you score goals? Can you get goals? Can you stop conceding them?
Yeah, very true.
It's about surviving. It's the magical 41 points kind of thing. 40 off what have. I think it was West Ham. It was 37 or something in West Ham got.
Yeah, there wasn't that big this year. It was very, very inconsistent season for everyone, really. Apart from Liverpool. But I think carry on.
No, what I was going to say was, we had a really poor point return this season. And they got 66 points, but you got your third or fourth.
Yeah.
Whereas years and years ago, it wouldn't give you that. We regressed. And I think Højbjerg does, fill a position. I think being in the position. I think obviously, so we've been linked to that Kim Min Jae guy. But I think if Højbjerg goes out on loan, then we might get 2-3 million for a loan fee. And he does well, great, we'll bring him back in. If it's not, we've increased his value. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Kim Min Jae was left out of his last couple of squads for Beijing go on, so who knows, there might be something in it, or he might be going to somebody else. I have no idea.
That's what I'm thinking. I think if we get Kim and Joe, we're going to end up shifting boys on, aren't they? You know? And we already have way too many centre halves. I mean, we've got Dyer's going out there. And then Dyer's versatility does help. I think let's say Højbjerg does get injured, we can plug him in here if need be.
Yeah.
Hopefully that won't happen, but obviously Skip's must have to replace him. So I don't know, and I think that's the thing. I mean, we're not that glamorous. I mean, I know Tonga Ndombele was like, wow, that was amazing. Jack Clark, I mean, what's happened to him? I don't know that's even supposed to be doing.
Yeah, completely forgot about him. Yeah, he hasn't really shone in any of his loans, and there is a kind of a fear that we might have bought a dud there, but it might just be a case of give him minutes and he might shine. But yeah, I mean, Leeds just didn't play him when they got him back up after we bought him, and then QPR, I don't know, really haven't really heard too many good reports from there, so who knows? Maybe this is the year he steps up, or maybe it's not, but he doesn't need to, really. But I also heard that we're going to be bringing him more into the fold during pre-season, just to see what it's like. So
I think pre-season, because obviously, it's so weird now, because obviously now normally is pre-season kind of thing. Well, no, it wouldn't be. It would be Charity Shield time this time of year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So it will be pre-season, so obviously you've got 3 weeks off, players already looking to, I don't know if there's a vibe of like, oh yeah, Bergwijn just landed, now he's doing his runs. I'm like, well, that's impressive. But yeah, all players have got something. All players, even if they go on holiday, there's always something. I mean, when I looked at Forrest, and there's that video, there's a picture of him and Gio and things. I think Dyer and Dele have broken up. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think the bromance has broken. But then I saw another video. I saw a video of Amazon, and you actually see like Dele Alli feeding Eric Dyer.
Yeah, some sweets. Yeah, for that.
And I thought, have they broken up, or was that before? Was that pre-breakup? I don't know.
Oh, they're just teasing each other. Who knows? Probably something to make each other jealous or something.
But I think for me, it's just a case. Like I said, I don't see us buying attacking midfielders. I just don't think we need any. I think we definitely need a striker. I think we're not going to get someone that will get in the way of Troy Parrott. I think you need a kind of player that would say, look, I come in and do 10, 12 games this season, Premier League games. You're not going to start every game. Coming on for most of it, and I think we'll be happy to do that. Maybe decent money. And then Callum Wilson, he's still young enough, I think, which I've got a chance. Yeah. I think he knows that he hasn't got that, I think. Yeah, very true. And I don't mind that. Like I said, I'm not. Here's the thing. Like, it's like, what's the word? How do I put it? I have no idea who. Actually, I do know who made my toilet. Uncle Swiper. But what I'm saying is, generally, one of the most important functions in your bathroom, one of the most important places in your, part of the house is your loo. So how many times you look to buy a designer loo? You don't. You know what I mean? Whereas the TV is the one you put the glamour on. But let's face it, I'd rather have a functioning toilet than a functioning TV kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
So, no, I mean, I'm not bothered, we're not going to get a large room to bar. No, we need to fix the loo, we need to fix the kitchen sink. The living room's sorted now, kind of thing. But we haven't got a loo, we haven't got a kitchen. We're not fully functional.
Just need to get the backbone sorted, then everything else will follow later on. So, I mean, it just we used to be one of the meanest defences a couple of years ago, then that just turned to crap. So I'd rather us get back to that than have fancy players who can ping a 95-yard ball backwards, with his eyes closed. It's all very good if we score 4 goals going forward. If we see 5, we're getting no points. So,
the famous, the Aussie famous 5.
The Aussie famous 5, yeah. How entertaining that was, and we came up with nothing. So, that's the thing. I mean, I'm probably one of the more pragmatic Spurs fans, really. Honestly,
I'm boring. I'm boring. I'm boring my nation anyway. But yes, I mean, Arsenal, Chelsea have signed Havertz, and they've signed him. They're going to have this on Werner. That's great, but they haven't. At the end of the day,
they haven't addressed the defence issues, have they?
Their defence isn't any better. They still haven't figured out how to best manage Kante, Kovacic, and who's the other one? Jorginho?
Jorginho, yeah.
So that isn't settled. Man United, I think, yes, they may sign Sancho, but not even Maguire. Like he's vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? You play long balls to him, yeah. We'll not plug up all day. He got very good positioning, but
he gets done by speed as well, like they're playing to him. So they've been one of the big sides are spending money on flair players, but they haven't addressed their defensive issues. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Sunday season, which is only 3 weeks away now, 4 weeks away, I should say. So we shall see. But September the 12th. Oh yeah,
we had those opening Europa League games.
Yeah.
So for me, I think. Yeah. So for me, honestly, that's the thing. People, I don't know people think about that guy at Celtic, where is he? Odegaard, I'm like, well, he's at Celtic. I mean, don't be wrong. Just because he's playing in Scotland, I don't think he's terrible. But if he's putting up trees for Motherwell or Hearts or Hibernian, then I'm like, yeah, I want to know who this player is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Clearly. But if you're doing well for Celtic or Rangers, I'm like, well, sorry, there's a caveat there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I remember we were linked to the Scottish player years ago. I remember I was in my league. First said, well, yeah, you're doing well, but it's not Scotland. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
I think that's a bit. They're signing Osminan or something.
Osminan? Oh, really? The Nigerian striker? Oh, okay.
The French player. Oh, the French. I'm sure he's French.
Or Victor Oshiman. No, he's Nigerian. He plays for Lille, right? Yeah, he plays for Lille. He's a Nigerian striker.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were linked with him as well. So, sad to see him go. Well, this was he was a young player, 22, 23 years old. I guess he'll be itching to play regularly, wouldn't he? So, good luck to him at Napoli. If that's been finalised. But yeah, I wouldn't love to think
Milik is he's looking to move on. I mean, I would love that Milik, but we haven't got the budget for it. We don't have that budget.
Yeah.
And I look at Power. I mean, Power is 6'1", and he'll go through. Because obviously, the playing season of championships, he'll fill out. Hopefully, he's obviously grows his own body. And because I'm actually looking forward to him. I mean, hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of what football coming back. You know what I mean, but I might live out of Newcastle, and as some of you guys may know, I love pie and mash. Although the pie and mash actually isn't Tower Bridge Road. No matter what you say, it's not in Mandy's. The best pie and mash is actually a place called Almonds. Even that isn't the best pie and mash actually. It depends. Like my pie and mash in Almonds is fantastic one day. Next week you come back, it can be actually awful. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely looking forward to going down to going to. I mean, obviously, someone of my skin colour doesn't want to go too often to Millwall, but I'll go with a big mate of mine who actually looks like he could be a member of the Millwall Lions, I think. You know what I mean? And but no, I'll definitely look to
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, but I mean, have you picked your four? You look fine.
Well, I was leaning towards Callum Wilson, and then I threw Jorginho into the mix in there. But I think Wilson will probably relish the challenge really more than Deeney will. I'm sure Deeney will be happy to take his minutes as when it will come through. So probably Wilson will be my main striker to bring in. I kind of talked myself out of left back, didn't I? Because I thought that was kind of covered with a circuit in there. So right back, having heard so much about Celik and hearing that we are seriously interested in him, I think it will be my main right back as well. And obviously Højbjerg is coming in centre midfield, so I think that's important. So the players to bring in will probably just be the striker and the right back for me.
I think Celik, is he playing at Lille? Is he playing at Lille?
Who? Celik. It's Turkish, man. Celik.
No, is he playing at Lille?
I'm sure it's a French club. There's the club with the red shirt. I was about Lille or Nice. I'm sure it's Lille.
No, so I'm sure the lease is Atal.
Atal, yeah, that's the other player that we were kind of linked with, but I think that's fallen away.
So there's no way we're going to get Atal.
No.
I think it's fair if he's someone that Sacramento clearly knows. That helps, I think. I think it all depends on what happens at right back, really. I think Sergio Aurier does get his... I like Sergio Aurier in terms of... To me, he just had chewing the face on him. I remember that game against United. And Bergwijn literally... He just goes walkabout. He just has no concentration. His concentration was really, really poor. Now, in his defence, that was the first game back. Obviously, everyone's trying to get their timing back, everything else. Was it Norwich or it might have been West Ham, actually? Obviously, you have to play every single game. So obviously, that's going to defeat you no matter what. But I just look at Aurier and I just think there's a mistake in him. And, that's fair enough. I don't want that. I think what is a strange thing. Lovren has actually won more silverware in 2 weeks than Harry has won his whole career at Spurs. He already won the European Super, the Russian Super Cup, wherever he went to. I'm like, which is,
question of perspective, isn't it?
And I'm not trying to go to watch the league or anything, but it says something about,
It also says a lot about us as well, though, that, we just really, those 5 years where we play, cup semi-finals, cup finals, Champions League finals, Champions League titles.
We came close, but just not close enough.
Yeah.
I think we just want to take what we have to rebuild. I think it's gone now. Unfortunately, that period when we looked at it, because even then, even when we were doing really well, we were never going to sign this or that players. You know what I mean? We were never going to sign those players.
Well, no, I suppose it didn't really need to be like a player that was like a flair player, just someone who actually fits in to do the function. That was well. I don't think we've really done that especially since Dembele left, and especially during those 3 transfer windows where we bought nobody. But now I think...
we only for 2 actually, because we signed 2 for January.
That's true.
It was a while. Do you know what? I must admit, I like this reimagining of Lucas Moura, the defensive winger. Defensive winger, I think there's someone that, unlike his Sonny, who will go missing, he's quite tactically quite disciplined on the left wing, and he can play him at left as like a left wing back or something. That's weird. Because the Ashley Young rock on a roll on there.
I suppose, No. I
know where you're going with this. I know where that people was going. I'm like...
That's all good.
I don't know. I know I may have, accidentally on purpose, slated a few podcasts.
No, it's all good. For Lucas, he's a very, very busy player, and and he does take the defensive side quite seriously as well. He does track back, he does try to put attack in, and I do like that. Obviously, because
he's got a pass on him as well. I think he's got that kind of first thing that he'll never. I think if you've got to ask him, look, just be an outlet. Stop their wing coming forward. Play those balls into space. He's fine underway passing game. He hasn't got a very good crossing game in terms of knowing when to cross and when not to cross. He's just head down, but I think he can play runners in. I think I do think there are good bones there. I think we had a horrible start. Let's face it, we had a horrible start to the season. We rescued it and came back. Went down again. Obviously, we lost Harry Kane. And it was a season of turmoil. I do see us challenging the top 4. I do. I really can. I don't see a challenge for the league.
No, well, not even I would say that now. I'll just wait and see.
No, but then again, Liverpool had a really good season, but let's face it, how long can you maintain those kind of levels?
Well, it's just taking a game at a time, isn't it? So it's not the case of thinking too far ahead. Just deal with the game that you have, and then, especially as we're going to be playing that game every 3 days in the first couple of months. It's going to be.
We need a squad. I guess someone like Beanie is going to get games. Someone like Sirkin is going to get games. So I think we're interesting. Anyway, well, this has gone on for longer than I was actually thought it would go.
It always does. It always does.
Apologies to those people that could probably clearly if you hear me munching on my sandwich. I thought we'd be finished by the time I actually made my sandwich, and I thought I'd have time to eat it at least, but clearly that would never happen.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good debate, and we shall see what happens. But hopefully they'll announce the Højbjerg signing in the next 72 hours. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I said hopefully they'll announce the Højbjerg signing in the next 72 hours, and then we move from there, and then we'll see what happens. But hopefully this season we try and.
Here's the thing. Do you know what? He's not a world-class number 6. We don't need a world-class number 6. We just need a player that can do his job. I mean, knows how to do his job. And I think that really frees the pressure on, say, what do I call it? Wings. Because I actually do see. Do you know what? I can actually see a future where we don't play and dominate them on the field. I think he really likes wings, kind of thing. You see him really shut back and put some sprints in and stuff like that. And I think, well, yeah, if you just say, look, get that volume of your passing, get your accuracy back up. You've got Gio as well. You've got Dele Alli.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can just see either Dele Alli or Ndombele being started in the next season. I just can't see them both saying.
I don't know. I think having Højbjerg there might even help Ndombele as well. You know, to get forward a bit more. You never know. It might actually work up all three.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but even if you're not a number 6 or something, because we ball in, so we're physical. You should be able to handle that kind of workload, but. When you don't make any, I'm not going to harangue him for like, you know, but we saw the talent, we saw everything else. I'm going to be seeking passes, Bournemouth, but the guy just can't last. I mean, you know, basically, yeah, I'm not going to get it on this, you know. Yeah, I don't want the 1 minute man. Do you know what I mean? You know?
Well, hopefully you have been working on that during the break. I mean, I know they were working on that during the lockdown, so you might work a bit more on his fitness during the break as well. So we might see a better, more longer lasting Ndombele. Hopefully, anyway.
That mentality as well, though. It's that mentality. I mean, I run, and I wish I was. I'm a very slow runner. It takes me 2.5 hours to do a half marathon. A mate of mine said 1 hour 40, so he's already an hour quicker than I am. And if I did that, I'd literally would collapse. But what I'm saying is that doesn't stop me going for my runs. That doesn't stop me trying to be the best runner I can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all in the attitude, really.
So, like I said, well, Chris, as always, it's always been a pleasure.
Yeah,
chat to you
too.
And hopefully, you know, we'll end up announcing a player or two. Hopefully before the season, before your Europa League starts.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll go from there.
Fingers crossed.
As always, where can Chris be reached at Man Like Chris, to Crisandro, CRISANDRO _
That's it.
And you can't reach me at the Real Shubes. I do engage, but I don't care if you do or not, really.
But also just let us know your 4 players that you want to sign for 40 million, and let us know if you like our choices as well. And fingers crossed we'll get that first signing on through the door, and then we'll move from there, and then we shall see. But as always, come on, you Spurs, and you all take care.
Come on, Spurs.